Welcome and well met, my dear wayfarers. Welcome. This is basically our first run today. This is Final Fantasy XIV. Hi, my name is Sigurd Chronosecht, your Clockwork Scholar, your Clockwork Wizard. But then again, Scholar might be more fitting for this game. I'm not sure if we're going to mean that, but we're going to find out more. Anyway, today we are going to play Final Fantasy XIV, and this particular game has been something that I've been enjoying for about years now. Started way back in the pandemic. I think that's around 2021, 2022, and somewhere along that time, it was like the cycle when the recent... Okay, hold up. Where the recent expansion at that time was Shadowbringers and was still transitioning towards Endwalker. Now, we'll be finding out more about this game later, and right now, let's see who else is on today watching. And I see Hoo-Hoo. Hello and welcome, everybody. I see Gearsol also coming here. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure what time it is over there, but hello and welcome. And I think we might have others also coming in. Might be still like an early time of the day right now, if in case you're around on the other side of the globe. Over here, it's already in the evening. And tonight, we're going to be playing this wonderful game. But if we keep this thing going, we might see a familiar, starting movie. Now, the interesting thing about this game is, like, if you bought the expansion or if you bought the free trial, you will see this. You don't really exactly buy the free trial. It's a free trial. It's free. But if in case you want to play this game, you might have to enjoy this game as it is up to level 60. Or in this case, level 70 now, since they updated the free trial. And we're currently running this game as it should. Now, you're seeing here the opening movie. And this is where we showcase, like, what happened at the time. We're going to go History Lesson 101 here in a bit. This basically shows us what exactly happened 5 years before the main events of the game. As you can see here, we have... I think I'll have the movie explain itself. here we go. This whole thing that's taking place here is a culmination of Final Fantasy XIV 1.0. And this explains the events of what happened there. What you're witnessing right now is the... Well, we'll learn about this more. This is called the 7th Unholy Calamity. And you see a number of cities. All of this taking place in the Battle of Cartanel. And you have our heroes witnessing what was happening. The battle that was supposed to be for the Alliance against the Garlean Empire finds its culmination here. And there we have Louisoix, trying to protect everything. We'll hear more about him later. It seems everybody is teaming up. Go. And that was the end of 1.0. 5 years later, according to the story, the world managed to come back to life. Well, I think we'll hear more of the story later. As I think we can see now, there's a lot of people enjoying the story. There's a lot to talk about with the story here, and it's actually extensive. Aside from the game alone, I believe there's like a few more books that went with it. I think we have the aside from the art books, we also have Encyclopedia Eorzea, and I think we also have some short stories also that you can see online on their website. I'm gonna see if I could like link the stories on the comments next time once the stream's over, or you can just like look it up if you can. Now, you might be wondering why I'm starting from the very beginning. Well, I'd rather have us enjoy the story together. And you might see some familiar faces, familiar characters. I see we got Odin here showing up. Earlier in the onslaught, we had, I believe, Bahamut. And this one is, of course, good old Behemoth. If you've played Monster Hunter World, you've seen this guy. But he's a mainstay. And now we have all 5 of them. Alright, here we go. Rushing in. On their chocobos, they now venture off to the new world. Or at least, a new version of the world. Okay, I think this is time we get started. We might as well. So, it's time to create a new character, shall we? Hold on. Hold up. We'll be making a new one. Let's first pick a world. Let's create. Now, who am I creating this time? So we have in this game, we have options for characters. We have the healer, which are human-like in appearance. We have the Elizen, which are, I think, the equivalent of elves in this game. As you can see here, they're actually taller than everybody else. You have the small-looking but cute Lalafell. You also have the Mikote. If in case you've been seeing why there are cat girls and cat boys in this game, it's these guys. And then you have the Rogadin, the big ones. Yeah, this one looking mommy enough already. Well, this guy is a big hunk that can be a himbo. Who knows? And then we got the scaly but also awesome Aura. Or Aura. Depends on how you pronounce it. And there's like a really interesting disparity here between the male and the female. As you notice, the male is taller than the female. As of the moment, the upcoming expansion will include a female version of this particular race, the Hrothgar. Right now, this is like your beastly lion man right here. But on the upcoming expansion, Dawn Trail, we're gonna have the female Hrothgar coming up real soon. We also have the Viera, which are the rabbit people. I think you might have seen them in Final Fantasy XII and in the Ivalice Alliance. I think you first see them in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, I believe. And later games, you would see them more. So, if you want something that's rabbit-like, it's these guys. Now, who are we going for? Should we go for the Hewer, the Elizen, the Lalafell, the Mikote, the Rogadin, the Aura, the Hrothgar, or the Viera? To speed things up, I've already decided on what I'm going to use. We're going to be a little bit basic, however, but there is a certain item that we're going to use next time, if in case we want to use that, and I'm going to ask your help on that one later on. But for now, we are going to use a Hewer, a male one. And this is the Highlander, which are more muscular. But considering what we are, considering who I am right now, I'm going to be using a Midlander. Is he tall? Well, let's make him tall enough. So actually, you can go as far as 71.6 inches. I am not sure how that's going to look like in feet, but that's tall, quite tall. The default is at 50 at 68.9 inches. I think I might have to do some conversions here real quick. Give me a moment. Let's convert that. I think I have a converter here somewhere. Give me a moment. Let me just pick up a few tools here and there. We're just going to convert the inches into feet. So here we go. Distance and length. Let's put inches to feet. Now we currently have 68.9, which counts as 5 points, which is basically like around 5'7" or so. If we push up to 7.71, 7.6, might be close to around 5'9". I think that's fair. Let's go with that. Muscle tone. He is... Let me check my art real quick here. He's not that muscular. Or is he? Because he can be chiseled up, or he can be soft as he looks. But let's go with the basic and keep him in the middle. As for the face, is he this rugged? Should we go this rugged? What do you think? Should we? Or should we keep him young looking like me? I think let's go young looking. This is about right. Basic. Very basic. Oh, he's a little pale. No, not too pale. Let's go here. Should be good. Hair-wise, let's see. It's the closest thing we get. We're gonna change the hair color later. We're just looking for the proper hairstyle that matches my look. Let's go to the very top real quick. It's more to the right. So, not this one. We're gonna make sure that this doesn't last an hour. The whole thing doesn't last an hour. So, let's see here. Some interesting hairstyles. Almost close, but not quite close. Okay, well, let's bookmark this one just in case. This one too is good. This one might be close to my hairstyle. Just let's bookmark these two just in case. Okay. These. Might come back to them later. This one's also good. We're gonna go for something accurate as much as possible. No, not quite. Not this one either. This could work. Also. I wonder if this is gonna work out with the glasses. We'll find out. This one actually has a ponytail in the back. A braid, if you will. Maybe a future consideration next time. Also a good one. But this one's kind of more of a mullet though, considering what's at the back. This one also works. A little too covered. Nope, we're not doing that. And, this one is interesting. I'll also keep that in mind. Now we're gonna see what happens if we color it up. So, let's first start with this one. Nope. I think the tricky part here is that we don't have glasses to test it with. So, yeah, but then again, we have the hairstylist. We have the aesthetician, which we will meet later, and it's the one that actually provides us with really good hairstyles. So, that's another option. This is another option. We're gonna settle somewhere. Give me a moment. It's either this guy or this guy. This... Also tempting. Okay, I'm gonna take this out. I'll take this out for now. This actually seems more fitting. This here, this, and this. I think we'll go with this one right here. Let's see what happens if we change the color. Okay. Finding the right shade is the trickiest part here. So let's see. This works. There. Let's see if that works out. It looks like he bleached his hair, doesn't he? Let's go with... Oh, that's too orangey. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's try this one. This one works. Eye shape seems okay. No need for changes there. We kind of got that one. Now for the eye collar, I'm going to match it to make it a little more bluish. Although, the original one kind of looks like this, but it kind of looks off, so let's make it look natural. I think this one works. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, that works out. Stands out just fine. I think the eyebrows are also just fine. Nose, nose, nose. Number 6 is good. Number 4 also good. 3 as well, but L2. And number 1. I think we'll stick with 6. Let's go with that. Now, give me a sec. Yeah, I think mouth's fine. Lip color is... We'll go with none. Wait, actually, scratch that. Let's put that on. Let's keep it there. No. Nope. Now, let's try the hairstyle one more time, see if which one looks better. Oh, pardon me, that was my cat. Okay, so we got this one here, and this one. Tough. This is tough. This one kind of obscures the face too much. This one works well, but it has a mullet of sorts at the back. Very... Come to think of it, this also works. Yeah, I think we could go with this one. Let's remove the pins real quick. This one too. Let me just compare something real quick here. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. This one might be good. Unless this also works. But it doesn't exactly capture the hairstyle. So we'll try this one. I think we're gonna have more hairstyles later on anyway, so we'll stick with this one. Let's see, what else are we missing? Facial features, no tattoos actually. I don't think he's going to use face paint either. Now, voice. The trickiest part. Okay. How do you play? Uh-huh. Type 1 sounds very nice already.
Hey, hey, hey!
Oh, that's so off. Oh god, that's so off. Sounds good. A little too bishy, huh? This one works too. Okay, I kind of like Type 3. Type 1 and Type 3 are good.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Type 4 are also good. This is tough.
Uh-huh. Uh-uh.
Okay.
Hmm. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Hey, hey! Ha ha ha! Ah!
Okay, I think I'll go with type 4. This sounds good. Well, worst case scenario, we're gonna get that one item to change everything. So, we'll stick with this one. Yeah, as you notice, I have some stuff saved up already.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go. Okay, as you notice, the calendar is a little different because we have 6 different aspects, and then we have astral and umbral phase. This kind of mimics the astral and umbral, the months of our calendar, the Gregorian calendar. So, in case you notice, if you count this in order, you technically get from January to December, or so it seems. So, following that logic, let us decide this guy's, well, thing. Give me a moment.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This is just to help me decide what it is. So I'm going to match it according to the deity. Now, the deity here are the deities shown here are the god, are basically the gods that the pantheon of gods that the Eorzeans follow. So we have Halone, the goddess of war, known as the mover of glaciers. We have Menfina, the goddess of love, keeper of the moon. You have Thaliak, the god of knowledge, and is the ruler of rivers and wisdom. Naimea is the watcher of celestial bodies and a goddess of fate. And keeping these two in mind, this is Limlane, this is the navigator, the goddess of navigation and watcher of the seas. Ocean is the wanderer, the god of travelers and vagrants, and is the ruler of the mountains. You have Byragot, who is also the god of architecture and creation, god of the arts. You also have Ralgar, also known as the destroyer, breaker of worlds, as they call him. And then you have Azima, the warden, keeper of the sun, goddess of inquiry. Nalthal, who is the god of the underworld and the god of commerce. They're actually two aspects. And then you have Nofika, who is the goddess of harvest and abundance. And then you have Althik, the surveyor of change and space, and also the god of time. So, I am taking note of 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3, possibly 4. I will go with. We'll keep this guy in check. Let's go with this one. We're going with. Hold on. Let's go with Thaliak.
Uh-huh.
Let's fix the birthday. Let's go with the sacred, astral. Oh, smart. So we'll go with. Hold on. Let me check something real quick here. Okay, I got it. There we go. We'll pick that.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna pick that. That's gonna be his birthday. As for class, now we have options of classes here. We have the ones for tanks. Basically, there are two classes that you're going to select from. More like two trees of classes that you'll select from. First, we have the Disciples of War, known for physical attacks and manners of combat and war. Usually, this is where you get the physical attackers. Can be both ranged and melee, mostly melee, but there are some ranged ones too. So, the Gladiator is the sword and shield user here, as I will reveal once I use the job clothes right here. As you can see, he has a sword and shield. Shield stood at the back, sword right on the side. Let's put it back to his normal outfit. We have Pugilist. As you can see, he has the bracers right here. Once he's fully upgraded, he becomes this. You can see how he's geared up to punch someone. Marauder is more of an axe user. This is basically the basic version right here. You can see the axe, but also fights like this. Basically more of the rage type character. Makes you think of a barbarian. You also have Dragoon, which is known for the spear. This is Lancer, by the way, but this transforms into Dragoon later on, which you see here. Marauder is originally something that turns into Warrior, although I won't fault you if you call it Berserker, but it makes sense that it's called Warrior. This one's a Dragoon. That's what the Lancer eventually becomes. And you have the Archer, which is more of a bow and arrow, but interestingly, turns into a Bard. More on that later. I'll explain next time when I get a chance. This is our guy here. Now, once we go to the magic route, we have three directions here. We have the Conjurer. As you would notice, once the Conjurer reaches its potential, it becomes the White Mage. The Thaumaturge, as you would notice, turns into the Black Mage, and eventually the Arcanist. Right. Arcanist transform, as you notice the book here, actually ends up becoming the Summoner. I've already planned this beforehand, off stream, and I've already chosen an ideal starting class for this. I already have an idea of what motive I'm going for. So, considering that his nickname is the Clockwork Wizard, or my nickname is the Clockwork Wizard, my options actually fall under either... Hold on. The physical classes might not exactly hit the mark. Archer is too tempting, but he's not a bard. Instead, the closest thing we can get for wizard is either Black Mage, White Mage, and Summoner. White Mage is more of a healer type, so you can see it more as a mix of a cleric and a druid, considering the location. Thaumaturge is more close to sorcerer because of how primal and raw the power is. And then you have this guy, who's more wizard. Why? Book. That's it. The book. But there's another reason for this, why I'm picking this guy, and why the Arcanist. We'll find out next.
Uh-huh.
I'll select another room or another area. Let's see if I can get in. Unfortunately, this is restricted. We're stuck. So I'll go with something closer. We will go to... Goblin sounds funny. Diabolus is good. Wait, let's refresh. Let's see if the world list of updates. Nope, Balmung is stuck. And we can only use that refresh every 3 minutes. So, in the interest of time, we're going to We're actually going to something rather nice sounding. Let's go to Brynhildr, shall we? And let's go there. And let's give him a name. Time to give him a name. My name in this case. There we are. And now, we begin. It's just that it's queuing. Now we can finally begin the game. Finally. Here we are. We just finished character creation, and now we enter the world. Where are we? Oh. We're floating in subspace. Or wherever this is. Pretty sure it's not our world.
Here. Here. Feel.
Wait a minute.
Feel. Think.
Ooh. He's transforming. In full form. Books ready. Whoa. Cryptic. Very cryptic. Wonder what this is about. Okay, here we go again. We're gonna really voice act this whole thing, huh? Oi. You alright, lad? Oh no, we're doing this. Wait, we're on a boat? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling on the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness. Now that I look at you, it'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others. See? And we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of aetherites. Vilbrand. Alright, before I continue, just to let you know, Vilbrand is actually that one particular area that's an island, disconnected from... Well, there's the island Vilbrand, and then there's the continent of Aldenard. And Vilbrand is to the west of Aldenard. You'll find out later. And you'll find out where we are exactly. No need to fret though. You'll soon get used to it. Oh. We're really turning left and right here with the waves. Might as well be blooming seasickness. Ships leaping about like a demented chocobo today. I don't know what happened to the accent there. I reckon I might head out of deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Limsa Laminsa's still a far way off. fair way off in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? Twins. Might see them later. Any road. Brennan's the name. Pedlin's me trade. Ah, nice. Yep, we are on a boat. A nice looking ship. Looking real nice. Okay, 1 second here. And just fix up some volumes here. Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking glory and fortune. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Now, if we're gonna ask Sigurd, us, not me in this case, there's a lot of good reasons. Maybe power. He wants to be strong. Travels a lot. To win glory, just to make sure everybody remembers him. You know. Or maybe, you know, fortune, gil, money. Lots of good reasons. But knowing him, knowing me, maybe just to get by. Why not? Well, I just want to strike rich. Or so it seems. Fortune, eh? Well, it's a dream we've all had one time or another. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. Limbs Elements is renowned for its smithies and armorers, not to mention its fisher folk, and then there's its cooks, of course. Adventuring ain't just about killing things, after all. A peaceful pastime might well help you make your fortune. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. I don't know why I gave him that accent, but okay. Let's stick with that. Oh no. That sounds bad. I knew it, this sounds bad, alright. We got an attack. Shifts off to starboard now! Pirate colors! Okay, we're attacked. Pirates! Bloody hells. Have you no sense? Get below! Well, there it is. Start moving. And we got ships. Pirates. We got pirates. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship, flying lumens and colors? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or buggers all for brains. Oh? You can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon range. And no buccaneers bark. Catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in their sails. This guy. That was too bleeding close. Gather one of us kept his head on his shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? Well, seems we're here. There it is. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa? Honestly, yeah. It is. It is? Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Limsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd best she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with. Like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. Ah, at long last. Land ho! I don't know why I gave him that voice again. Let's stick with it. Anyway, behold, Limsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved by Limlain, goddess of navigation. Yep, that's our destination there.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Lotamo Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlain. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Here we are, on port. Would you look at that? And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Oh, he has high up. Well, yep, he has high hopes for us.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Till the sea swallows all. Here we are, Limsa. And we formally started the game. Place looks nice actually, picturesque almost. Well, there's our Aetheryte right there, which is a type of crystal. A big crystal, nonetheless. See everyone armored up with axes. We're just going about our merry way. Hey, you there! Oh, infantry. I mean you. This is my district, and I make my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Huh? What? Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Limzalumin's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lad. I haven't got all day. Okay. What is he up to? Alright, here we go. Patrolstein. Welcome to Limzaluminza, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the cutthroat diamond of Dorotano's Sea. A rough cut. Diamond. Did I just say cutthroat? Anyway, we'll go with that. Now, let's go for the control scheme. Actually, I'm using a gamepad, so we will go gamepad on this. If this is the first time you've seen this game on gamepad, this is how it's going to look like. The controls are going to shift. Watch. Just like that. Now, on screen, there's some instructions there. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. So right now we're using a controller, a gamepad. I'm actually using a PlayStation controller, but the mapping that you're seeing on the screen is basically the one used on the Xbox controller, or to be specific, it kind of resembles something like the Logitech controller. Why do I know this? Because I owned one before. Anyway, let's keep moving. So what we have here is that this one is mapped to the... It's using the mapping of the Xbox or the... Oh yeah, speaking of Xbox, the Xbox version's already out and it's already running. So you might be seeing that in a bit. You might see other players also playing on Xbox, but PlayStation players are also here. PC players are also here. And some of the PC players actually use gamepad, like myself. And I find it actually easy to use, especially if you have a hard time with pressing the keys repeatedly on the keyboard. It kind of feels stiff. So, gamepad for me. So this is what we got. And when we're ready, we speak. Ah, got some interesting stuff here. Give me a moment. Let me fix up the HUD real quick. I'm gonna be a little bit, you know, I'm gonna do some fixing here real quick. So many things all over the place right now. So, first and foremost, I think our HP levels, our HP and MP are good to go. I can just keep them here. Experience bar also might stay there. Target bar might require... Yeah, I think I'll keep the target bar up there, just for the sake of it. But the enhancements and enfeeblements will be repositioned. Okay, here's how we'll do it. Give me a second here. We'll first work with the cross hotbar. Go to character. Now for this particular setup, we are going to use the cross hotbar configuration. We are going to set this up real quick. Cross hotbar has to have both buttons always display. Return after... No, not yet. I have to position them separately. Set the timer to that. Okay, so far so good. Expanded controls, and there we go. Use left. This is actually 3 left and 3 right. Directional and action buttons. We are using 2 left and 2 right. So what I'm currently doing here is basically how you'll set up your controller if you're playing this on controller. And if you're playing this on controller, like on console, this is how you're setting it up, just to make sure that everything is in place. Now, I'm gonna adjust the sizes later on. There's a bunch of stuff I have to do here. Set selection. Let me just save that. Okay. Shared hotbar actually will go here. No, this one. We'll mirror them. There we go. Okay, switching that up as well. We're going centered on this one, just to make sure. Unassigned slots are going to be hidden. We're going to make sure that certain hotbars are going to go poof when unused. For the name, I don't think you'll be able to see it, so I'll keep it off. However, in place of that, let's do during battle. It's during battle. No. Always. Why not? Others, party members. I'm gonna put that always. Lines, yeah, during battle. Others. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, this should be fine. Display class or job icons with nameplate. This would be good. Let's use that. Now for some UI stuff, here we go. Now if you notice why I'm doing this, it's because this is to ease up the process when we're playing. It's gonna make it fun to, basically it's gonna be a fun thing. Like, makes your experience easier to work with. So if you're playing this game, I'm also basically setting this up like a sort of, how do we call this? Tutorial of sorts for all of you. So I hope this helps. And this is also for archival reasons. I'm archiving this so I can remember the settings. I can also remember that the game was once like this, if ever there were some going to be changes later on down the line. Line text, XP bar. Lock type. Hide when all quests are complete. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Targets, detrimental influx. This would be useful if you really want to know your thing. There, I need that. HP percentage. I need that too. The reason why you want to have the HP percentage so that you know what happens, like how much more do you have remaining when you're fighting the enemy. Now for mounts, we'll just keep it like that. There might be some moments where I'll have to actually turn these off, just to speed up the process and also to ensure. I think we should do that. We might as well do that. Scenario cutscenes, transportation cutscenes, and housing cutscenes. Just because. Targeting is going to be like this. Auto target according to line of sight. We'll do line of sight first. Full target. List enemies. I'll put this on. This will help things work easier when you're using a controller. Potential targets. This is for the targeting system. Now this is your target filters. Auto sheath delay. For now, we will keep the effects on. But later on down the line, I will actually turn that off. Mouse targeting. That's about it. Let's see. Tabs in order. Ah, this is for items. And yeah, this is everything. I think I've set everything up. Now we just have to use the HUD. Save. Oh wait, one more thing. Almost forgot. Chat logos. Yep, it's all default. Currently on default. And yeah, everything on default. That's good. Now, next thing we need. HUD. The ones that's important here is cross hotbar. We're going to make that smaller. Let's see, how small though? Too small. Small enough. Left cross hotbar. We're gonna make you follow the same rule. And right cross hotbar. Also making you smaller. Now, cross hotbar is going to be positioned here, going slightly down. Left cross hotbar will be going this way. Right cross hotbar goes here. Right over here-ish. Did you know that when I'm setting up the hotbars, when I was doing this, I would actually also use a ruler of sorts? Yep, that's how I went with this thing. I actually used a sort of now for party list, I think I'm gonna have to fix this up. Also to 80. It seems too big. Save. Let's move you somewhere. Let's put you here. Status ailments, enhancements. Let's put them in a spot that's easy to do. Level 4. Not 5-4. Now the purpose of these is to actually let us know if we are with a buff or a debuff. I'm gonna do it this way. We're gonna put our buffs here. Debuffs go the other side. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but it works for me. To also change this up a bit, we are also going to fix that and make it right justified. Now, limit gauge, I think we can keep that there. I'm going to toy around with the HUD a little more once we're done, but right now we'll just do the essentials. Now for the job gauge, I think I have a better spot for you. I'm gonna have to find a good spot for this one. Okay, let's put the ether flow and the charge gauge somewhere. Aha! I think I got it. Let's first do it this way. We'll be back to the story in a bit. Pardon me. But this is basically part of the new game experience. Trying to get things working. So if in case you missed the first stream, don't worry. You're going to be seeing more progress later down the line. Go. That should do it. We just have to get this one here. Here. That's over here. We're gonna make the sizes smaller to 80. And the flow also at 80. That should do it. We're gonna make this aesthetic later. We're gonna make this work out for us a little later after this. Now, let's just proceed with the game, shall we? We just move these. Now, in case you're wondering why I'm doing this part, it'll make sense later once you put this into practice. Of course, general. There we go. And we're set. Now, let's go to our dude. Now, initiating quests. Now, when you see a bubble on their heads, like this particular icon, that quest icon, that means you have a side quest available. And usually in these kinds of quests, or the gold ones, you can get some rewards or items in here. Now you're going to be seeing a lot of these later on down the line, and there are going to be other variants as well, which we will discover later. Now let's talk to this guy and see how this works. Now when you're accepting quests, you're going to notice that there's going to be a prompt, details on what's going on and everything. Once you've initiated a quest, you will see a prompt detailing objectives and rewards, and you can see the rewards right there, and then you can choose to accept or decline. We'll just accept. Why not? Let's get this done. Now, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their city and their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're likely to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far. Just head straight down the street, speak to Greffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the Wench. Nearly said the Wench. The Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now, run along and meet a navigator guide you on your journey. And we have begun a quest. So, here's the quest, and it's time for us to check the duty list to see what the quest is. There it is. Now, upon accepting a quest, the current objectives will appear under the quest title in the duty list on the right side of the screen. Right there. And there's going to be a maximum of 5, as you can see. Now, selecting the title will open the quest in your journal and allowing you to review the objectives and rewards. That's what we're going to do. So, off to the Crow's Lift. Hold on. One more thing we nearly forgot. Well, time to see his name. There he is. But I think that's going to be a little too redundant, so we'll keep it again. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. If you're a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Let's take it. And here we are. Oh boy, look at this place. And you can complete a quest by basically talking to the NPC with a check mark. That's how we'll get the reward. Let's talk to this guy. Greetings to you, lad. What'll it be? But you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your hand at adventuring, Rankard. Well, you find no shortage of work here in Lominsa. The name's Baderon. And 'tis the most hospitable of hostelries is the Drowning Wench. I'm butchering this right away, oh god. It is also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. So we've got a desk specially for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that there's need in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look, If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and kobolds outside the city, the pirate on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again, and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them? After everything that's happened, Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but almost were the only thing that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. Took our bleeding memories too. No one's been able to explain it in a way as makes sense and owns a sense. None of the folks who saw and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. It's all foggy, like recollections from an hard night or the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there's one thing we all remember, and that's a group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Through this, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This constant calamity spawned memory loss robbed us of the names. It won't let us picture their faces. It's like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare, and that's how every bugger describes it, by the way, give or take the old gull. Is this what people call these heroes, the warriors of light? If Limps is ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers, and to help banish the fear, it's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give an adventurer is effort well spent. What say you, lad? You willing to let us our strength? Yep. Definitely he will. And thanks to you and the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer you my way for a reason. Ah, but listen to me. Yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. It's high time we got your mark on the book. Put your scroll light here. And we write our name. Sigurd Chronosecht, is it? And a fine name it is. Congratulations. You're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Now hold on just a minute there, officer. You got the wrong bloke. It's by an upstanding young gent as me dear departed grandma's sister's niece cousin's closest companion. The lad won't be caught dead fraternizing with such a savouring elements. Is that right? You're surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times, me, and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a tankard o' me finest ale here for your return to your duties, eh? Not a watered down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the finest idea of what you're talking about, officer. The wench Wench may offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Melthor, but don't mean it won't get you kicked and pickled. Get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying to be sat on, so kick off them baby boots, eh? And off they go. You'll have to scarce these bloody, these eager bloodied yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnapping, see. There ain't got a clue of who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks suspicious, vaguely suspicious, which means adventurers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in town. Don't take it personal though, us Lominsons can be a headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time we grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, aye. Welcome to Limsa Luminsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons and a few too many black belly whiskies. Now, take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. Well, we're at the beginning, and here we go, pushing forward. First quest done. That's the tutorial. Oh, that's his last name. Veteran 10 Fingers. Just like that. Level 2. Let me fix this real quick. Now we got some pets. So now we can summon. This is the main shtick of the Arcanist class. And we also have main quests. This is going to push the story forward. So this is what we're going to look for. And if you see these ones, these blue ones right here, these are side quests that open up other things. Compared to the gold ones that just give you rewards. But don't be fooled, even gold ones have really good stories. It's just that the blue ones tend to unlock stuff. Alright. Now then, I think it's time to call a friend, shall we? Or not yet, anyway. I think Veteran has something for us. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 easy tasks that'll help you get used to the life here in a Limsa. First, head down the floor, then point your nose to the west. You'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetherite. A device what can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetherite where you want to go, of course. I'll chat with the yellow jacket on guard duty down there, and he'll be treated to a lecture. He'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your adventuring bits and pieces of for sale in the district, what lies beyond the aetherite. Don't go throwing your gear just around just yet though, or you'll get fleeced quicker than you can say, "Where's me coin purse so light?" Have a word with Swazblight instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give this old Octant and he'll treat you well. And for the last of me help points, I suggest ye meet some fellow spellslingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome. If you decide to join your crew, Yuri at the front desk is the one to you to get you started. Got all that, lad? See to them 3 tasks and I'll take you to a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now, I best be going. Run along. Bugger it. There I go, sending you off without telling me somewhat crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of my memory, I swear. Well, that or ale. Any road, while you're out. If you happen to pass any poor sods on what looks like they might need your help, consider giving her tale of woe a listen, yeah? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there. just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Nini over yonder, been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear and see what she's up to say? Aye. You like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a man folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. If you have the time, I would also seek the advice of the smith over there in the winch. Lads, as bear that title, have some fine advice. Fine advice from them, whatever they're just starting out in your profession. In that, my lad, is how you go about becoming a legend among adventurers. So it looks like we're gonna look for those guys. So, we got a few errands. And we'll have to talk to Ninia to get out of here. Now, here's the menu. What you got from checking your stuff to accessing your map and others like this. That's your main menu right there. How we check our other stuff. And let's talk to Ninia to get ourselves started. Oh, nice. An earth shard, a few sets of earth shards, and a potion. I wonder what she's asking us for. Well, would you look at this a shiny new adventurer? Listen close, lad. I've got some information that may just help you put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through the bulwark hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered around above the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might be the black market's wares known as dream flowers. Limsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are all above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in the mizzenmast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Scanrail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs, take them to Aldskiff at the Octant, and being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such siege goods. Okay then, down we go. To visit the bulwark hall below, the crow's lift is ready when you are. Yep, we're going down. Ah, here it is. Now, we got interactions. When you see specific items, you can do that. And also, when you're in a sanctuary, you'll see a moon here. That will tell you if in case you're going to get going to be in a sanctuary. Oh no, here we go. Let me do some fixing real quick here. Okay, give me a moment. Let's just fix some stuff in the HUD. To our regular missions here. It's a trail of herbs. Trail of herbs that keeps us going towards the center. Interesting. odd skiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine. And there we go. Let's hand it over. Yes, as you suspected, these are the highly illegal blooms known as the dream flowers. These are prime ingredients in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into a sleep of death. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are not more than Althic lavender, common enough export from Limsa. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded on my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, son, but not to worry. You've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Ah, we made a friend. And we got some gear. Well, items, not exactly gear. So, the good thing about items is that you can use them. Items such as potions and stuff can give you some boosts. And certain items also have recast timers, so you won't be able to spam them as you would expect. Also, you would notice some items that you're going to hand over, which, like what we did earlier, you're going to check your inventory and just drop it in. So, let's see. Oh, we got more. Now, by way of thanks of delivering my scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that may prove useful to you. You see, I was recently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. What was unusual is that he offered me a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such a wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses of Limsa so close at hand. Kidnappings have not been uncommon these past moons. I suggest you take this information and speak to Glazrael, the guard who stands at the entrance of the East Hawker's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation to the authorities, lad. Oh, into the authorities we go. And someone from the consortium? What do you got? Excuse me, sir, but might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem the type who enjoys being accosted for menial tasks, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss. I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to be advertised. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in Limsa. They do, however, provide a rather unique service of which the Bruguiere Consortium has recently been the beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to their doorman, Loanward, along with our profuse gratitude. Well, this is the beginnings of adventuring, so why not? Let's get to it. But before we do that, we have a pending mission right here. This is the Aetherite. Cutscene time. Ah, another adventurer. Aye. Bateron had sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. Ah, I am Sundimal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel safely from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Now, as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of their name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing an act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I'll be here to answer your questions. Thanks. And there, we got Return. Now that we're attuned to the Aetherite, we have the ability to use the Return spell. This is basically your Warp Home or your Return Home spell. Or Homeward if you're playing Dark Souls. And here is what it does. It doesn't require MP, but it costs money. I don't know, it doesn't cost money, but it has a cooldown time of 15 minutes long. You can only set one home point at a time. So, just in case you don't want to get wrecked, keep an eye on that. Alright, where do we go next? We got another one here. Oh, this is a noisy place indeed. Lively though. Sweetnix is beautiful, beauteous gubby, and crafty smart trade maker. Sweetnix makes busy deal with uplanders. Need deliver letter to Gate of Milvan, but Sweetness has shiver shakes. Uplander walks to Gate of Milvan for Sweetnix. Uplander delivers letter to Tax Lady Taja. I think we'll go with that. And she just sent this to work. Anyway, let's get this done. Oh boy, this is noisy. That's disturbing news. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. I'll have the captain place the yellow jackets on high alert. And while I have you here, I need you to visit Ferdweb and tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her further down East Hawker's Alley. Ferdweb has frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warning you give her should soon spread through the city. Okay, that's good. Let's bring out a friend. Hey, Garby. Let's go. Let's first talk to Swallsblade. Fine evening to you, sir. Welcome to my most replete marketplace in the Grand Realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four quarters of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyes ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate on the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Vadaron? Whatever could it... Ah! My octant! By the navigator! I must have left it behind the winch. Behind in the winch, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Yep, that's the one. I'm most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? Now, if it is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each guild you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. Now, it goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls, specializing in tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And with that, but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potions and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you if your purse is light. It will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. Now, but verbal introduction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Yep, and I think I'm gonna do just that. But I'll come back for you for other requests later. I think we'll do that later. Let's finish this one. Greetings, sir. Might I interest you with the service of retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarer is on the prowl for gullible adventurers? A possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. What with all the merchants and travelers milling through Hawker's Alley, these kinds of unsavory activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. And there we go. We got Grade 1 Dark Matter and some Fire Shards. That's the beauty about this. You actually get either Gil, XP, or everything in between. Now, I can push for another side quest that's gold here before completing this whole thing. Let's do that. Now, let's go for the right price. You, sir, adventurer, I have work for you. I would have you pose as a customer and survey the market's current prices. Surely, you did not think you would balk so simple a task, huh? All you need to do is strike up a conversation with these shop owners and glance over the wares. There are 3 merchants that interest me. Iron Thunder, Kyokyorun, and Sinehill. Write down all you see on this price list and hand it to Bainsing on West Hawker's Alley. He shall reward you for your service. You know what's a funny thing about this quest? It just stretches all across this area. Nice. Rather efficient, no? So we got Iron Thunder. Well met, lad. Cast your peepers on these beauties. Not a spot to rust to be found. Every piece fresh from the forges of Naldik and Vimelis. He's a battlecraft supplier. He supplies your weapons. Got a culinary in there. There's a bridge going down. Wait, hold up one quick second. Oh, just making sure. Oh, and we got this thing. This, you have to touch this. This is an Ethernet shard. What this does is it sets up teleport points of a city or town. So it basically gives you quick travel that you can use quick travel throughout the city, and by using these Ethernet shards, you can warp from one section to another. Makes traveling easier. And the beauty of this is that not only can you get quick travel or fast travel with that, we can also get a fast warp from the in of the city to the out of the city, which will show in a bit. Kyokyorun welcome customers. Welcome customer. Kyokyorun loves his lovely trade. Kyokyorun's goods are goodly made. Oh, this guy is a kickern. In case you're wondering what this creature is. That's a kickern. Let's keep going. In here, Sinehill, field craft supplier. Fine morning to you, sir. What can I interest in? Why, you seem interested in most everything, don't you? Is this one of those investigations? Well, I have nothing to hide. He doesn't have anything to hide. You're the one who made the list for Swazblight? Let's have it. There's a price list. Nothing wrong with the markets as far as I can tell. Yeah, oft times to get pirates selling stolen goods at cutthroat prices. That drives the numbers right down across Hawker's Alley. Thanks to these reports, though, we can tell at a glance when shady dealings are taking place. Good work, lad. And we got items. Oh, and in case you're wondering what these folks are doing, they're crafting. It's one of the systems in place in this game. Crafting. You can get a lot of items there, and some of these items can be sold for gil. Money. Lots of money. It's a tune. And I think we're supposed to go here. Oh. Here we are. Let's first do this side quest real quick. Where is Sweet Nix and with those import records? Without the proper documentation, I'm afraid we shall have to expel him from the city. Oh, you mean these? Oh, why these are Sweet Nix's records? glad I am to see they were submitted in time. Honestly, you would think the goblin would have lost his fear of our offices by now. Every month he is to submit these papers, and every month his tardiness forces me to consider his removal. As long as one follows proper procedure, Limsa is quite welcoming of foreign traders. Pray, convey these words to Sweetmix. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor goblin's fears. I think this one also has a quest in there. With potions too. Wait, let me just finish this one real quick, and then we'll proceed with the story. Welcome to the Arcanists Guild. It's here that we research and develop the field of Arcanema. Arcanema is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. Now, but if I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? You see, the roots of Arcanema can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Weaponized math? Magical math? Nice. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allow a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanema was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas on board trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa, Arcanists found themselves welcoming into the academic elite, and soon secured positions in the realm of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Merlweb, counting several wielders of Arcanema among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, as the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanists Guild was established and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanema, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. So, if you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Basically, she's asking us to join, which we will. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? And there is our mission, right there. Now, if you notice, this is a blue icon compared to the meteor icon of the MSQ. This is your job quest, right here. Well, this is one of those quests that unlock things. This specific one is a job quest. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guildmaster so that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak to Mistress Thubergeim. Oh god. These names. So Thubergeim, and she has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. You'll find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcoming. Oh. Ah, there she is. Yes, I am Thubergeim. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanists Guild. As Muri has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me then to expound upon its nature. Arcanema taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by ability to manifest the arcane entity carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary, even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle. This principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An arcanist is measured by his ability to calmly analyze a situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. And I see hello there. Hello there, the ant. Yes, it's a book. And yes, I'm using an arcanist, which explains the book on his side. Glad for you. I'm glad you're here joining us in the stream. We're still getting started, so well, not exactly getting started, but past the creation phase, getting started. Anyway, the study of Arcanema will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through the predicament after predicament? Well, being called the Clockwork Wizard sounds about right. Calculations and reason. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Now, let us see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Lanosea, you will find, among others, 3 species of pests: dwarf rats, little ladybugs, and Aureliae. I ask that you employ your skill in Arcanema to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing the preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanists Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Sounds like we have a job. Right now, I think we should attune it to the other stuff. Let's first fix up a few things. Let me go to Hawker's Alley real quick. Orb in here. And we're going to be running around a bit. So what's going to be the reason with me running around and all that? Simple. We're going to open up all of the other warp points, making sure our stuff teleports faster. So right here, going south, we're heading towards the same spot where the Fisherman's Guild is, and also another guild called... Well, we'll find out what that other guild is later on. But the only reason why we're going here is the Aetherite, or the Ethernet Shard. Makes warping faster. Okay, that should do it. Got a few areas to go to. Alright, now, let's try here. Now we're at the bustling part, which is at the very center. And from this very center, we are going to climb upward. So, everybody who's watching right now, how is your day going? I think it might already be midnight for some of us. In my case, it is. It's gonna be midnight. For some of you, it might actually be noontime. And look, more quests. But more importantly, more teleport points. Let's work those out. So we've opened up this one. Let's work back. Let's pull back a bit. There's another one to the north. I think I should run. Okay, and going to the north, we have a few other folks here. Ah, there it is. Okay, that's good. And then, our sprint is on cooldown. And we have more gold quests. I think the best thing to do with these gold quests, I think we'll have to put this on a poll next time. Or we could have that asked later on. Do we have to do the gold quests? Or we can skip them for now and have me do them off the clock or off the, off air or off stream. I'll have you answer that for me. But for now, our consensus is let's push on to the MSQ and see how far we can go. This is more MSQ and job quests because we cannot advance without them. This should be the last one, I think. Yes, it is. Now that we've attuned to all of them, this now gives us the access to 3 more locations. In this case, it's the gate. Ah, here we are. Our mission actually asks us to go to Lower Eorzea, which is, or Lanosia as you call it. We're gonna go there through the Tempest Gate, and we're now warping. Here we are. And of course, this is the explanation of battle. As you would notice, the mapping of your buttons will also help you figure out how you're going to use your abilities. You also get achievements as well, and achievements give you rewards. Nice. Okay, let's get this started. We're going to blast some enemies here. That's one. Okay, that's how you get XP, but just one among many. In some cases, you have items that are binding, which means the items are untradeable once you activate them. So you might be wondering why my carbuncle is not doing anything. You'll find out soon enough. Just gained another level. Nice. So right now the carbuncle's not doing anything except this, which gives us a shield. And depending on when you actually see this, if you've played this game before, you would also be aware that there was also another skill used by the carbuncle that's no longer available because it got decoupled and given as a skill that we can use without the carbuncle. We'll show that next time, if we get that level. And now this is the introduction of the Fate system, which is basically the alternate way to level up your character. And you can find them on the field, and there's lots of things. There are multiple situations wherein you're going to use this. It involves fighting monsters, or protecting, escorting, stuff like that. It varies. Alright, let's spam this. Just for defensive purposes, we're using this, and we're casting it. So we're basically fighting floating jellyfish, critters, In this case, rats. And then some insects. Specifically ladybugs. Funny. Alright, let's warp back. That shortens the travel time, which is nice. Here we are. Okay, but considering that we're a little crowded here, let's warp elsewhere. Okay, one moment though. Let me just grab some water before I continue. And we're back. Now let's go further in and find where she is. I see the creatures beyond the city walls pose to you little threat. It is with great pleasure then that I formally recognize your initiation into the guild. From this day forth, you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness and keep the pages of your grimoire turning. There's no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. And to commemorate this occasion, I gift you with this hunting log. The enemies marked within its pages have been specifically chosen to challenge your abilities in Arcanina. When you devise a new strategy or tactic, you have a ready source of opponents on which to test it. When you feel you can command Carbuncle as easily as you might move your own limbs, return to me for further instruction. I'll be waiting. And our next quest is going to be level 5. And look, raisins. Which gives us a buff today. I might consider eating that now. And now we have the hunting log. And look, we got Physic. So the hunting log is how you would use for, well, increasing your levels. You hunt certain enemies with a certain mark on them, and then slaying them should net you enough XP to level up. Quite useful if you're trying to boost your levels, especially if you're using alternate classes. But for classes that don't start at level 1, you might have to use something else. Other methods, in this case. Together real quick, let's drop off this particular quest. And let's go back to Baderon. Uplander deliver letter to Gate of Melvan. Uplander has wide heart and swift legs. Tax Lady Taja has kind words for Sweet Nix. Sweet Nix has outflow of joy for Tax Lady Taja. Sweet Nix is happy gobby. Gives Uplander jingly shine. Oh boy. Trust me, reading and saying gobby speak is hard. Well, less of that. Let's go to Baderon. And finally finish his quest. This way. Welcome to the Mizzenmast Inn, fishing adventure area. I'm sorry, lad, but I can't let you stay until Baderon gives his say-so. You just keep working anyway. Just keep working away, and I'm sure he'll add your name to my list before long. Oh, that's our inn. There's gonna be a use for that later. Oh. And someone we can ask for repairs. And there he is, Baderon. Ah, there you are, Sigurd. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa, then that won't be the last time you'll be visiting them 3 places. Now you've got some idea of what's where, you can start exploring the rest of the town. You've shown a good ear for listening, lad. Stick with old Baderon, and you'll go far. Yep, we're gonna go far, alright. It won't be long before we reach level 5, so I guess we should go to Summerford and find out if we can reach that. Still in Limsa, are you, Sigurd? I'd be fancy a trip out outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stilwern, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that. And has been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamities ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another hand or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. Need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. So that's where we're going. Though in this case we won't be doing any of the gold quests right now with this particular job. I think I'll reserve that for something else. Instead, let's check if we have anything we can use here. Oh. Also, let me get some stuff. There's some items I have to get here. And we can get them from this Moogle. Greetings, tall one. I'm a delivery Moogle. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why ever would they agree to carry about netters? Why indeed. If I had my way, I'd be curled up in a canopy of nice oak dreaming canopy of a nice oak, dreaming about some beautiful mooglet with a rainbow-colored pom-pom. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all the terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered, link pearls rendered useless. For moons, the poor, wingless people of Eorzea have no way of communicating with each other, beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of. That is, until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first we were wary of showing ourselves, worried that one day one of you might catch us and skin us, like you do every other first forest furry. But once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we found our new calling. And I personally promised to try and not to read any along the way. Oh, look what we have here. 4 new letters have arrived just for you. Well, more like special items. 1, 2, 3, 4 cents. Nice. Just to make sure we have anything else. I guess there's our armory chest where we store items, untradeable items, unique items, and of course the monk service. Now that we got those special items out, let us go out. Off to where, perhaps? Summerford. This is the way to Summerford. Oh, monsters. Nice. One of them. Two. Well, let's go back. We just got our thing. It's rather funny that we just got the level up as soon as he killed the monsters. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let's go warp. Off to the guild. And let's pay a visit. There we go. Guildmaster. Ah! Nice. New gear. Ah, Sigurd is it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to hurried judgment. I must often remind my arcanists to take meals, so ensconced do they become in their studies. Speaking of which, have you been practicing your tactics with Carbuncle? I believe it's time to assess the improvement of your skills. As with your previous trial, I would have you defeat foes in Lower Eorzea. 3 wild dodos, and 3 tiny mandragores to be precise. Watch carefully the behaviors of your opponents, formulate an effective strategy, and utilize your arcane entity to its fullest potential. Expect you back in time for lunch. One quick bit. Okay, let's see now. Just I had to double check something real quick just to make sure I have everything. Alright. Also, I'm gonna need some water after this. I guess after this particular quest, maybe I might call it a night. We'll find out. It's lower already. We're there. But if I go to middle, basically head out there. Let's try that. Okay, so through the middle. Let me just wreck this one first. There's also lost lambs. What? Me? Sheep. Okay, that one's out. And that one's out. Nice. That is looking good. Also get rewards as long as we participate in the fate. Better rewards have you need to nail it at gold. And this one is above my level. So far, so good. And there we go. Blasted them out of the... And the bats are gone. Let's take care of the dodos, shall we? One down. Nice. Now, come to think of it, when was the last time we had a dodo? Long time, most likely. Hold on. Let me transfer you real quick. There we go. There. Let's put you there. Okay, and we just unlocked our meter. Transgauge. And hello. Hi there. Welcome to the stream. You haven't really missed much story-wise. You did miss the character creation and the tinkering of the HUD, but other than that, you've caught up to a bit. We're doing some quests right now, and we just unlocked a few levels. So what you're seeing here is the starting class for Summoner. This is the Arcanist, and you can see our cute little carbuncle here, and we just unlocked the Transmeter. Now, what that exactly does, we're about to find out. As I look for Mandragoras, which is over here somewhere. Going south. And speaking of which, how is everyone's day going? Seems a little slow for some. Right now, it's a little bit cold, as it's already midnight. But earlier today, it was a little warm. Getting warmer. But we have some, we have some warm days and cold days. Alright, so this is how it works. We get trance going, which basically boosts our ruin spell, making us shoot more. I didn't count actually for the character creation, so if you're asking on how long it took for me to create the character, since I basically have a design in mind, possibly a few minutes. I'm give or take, not exactly 15 minutes or so. I forgot. Was it 15:30? I might have to check the VOD later and answer that. But right now, it really took a good bit. But combining both the character creation and the adjustment of the HUD, I would roughly say we did take close to an hour, because I was tinkering on this and it took me nearly the first hour of the stream to get it done. So yeah, so technically about an hour. Okay, 1 second here. Alright. Oh, and by the way, just to give you everybody a heads up, actually right now I think Square Enix is airing the the long stream that they have. I think it's the 12-hour, 24-hour, I forgot. It's the long day, the day-long stream that they have, which also includes a lot of interesting features, including the upcoming producer of the upcoming producer live letter. They'll be talking about the upcoming changes and upcoming features that will be showing on the new expansion, Dawn Trail. And looks like we got everything we need. Let's warp ourselves back, shall we? I'm actually side questing. Because there's a certain thing here in this particular quest. I've done the quest before with another character, so I pretty much know what I'm doing. But for this one, this is also for me to prepare for something in this quest. I'm getting gear. Or getting clothes and weapons. Books, rather. To you. Welcome back, Sigurd. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle it's progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with a more practical examination? Our work at Melvan's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I have had several crates transported to the cliff south of the Zephyr Gate. I want you to examine those crates, then return the inspected cargo here with me. You would be surprised at the depths to which some merchants will sink to deter our customs agents from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating vilekin. I suggest you prepare for any eventuality. Okay, before I continue, I just realized the Harkonists Guild is technically the Bureau of Customs and the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Or in some versions, they would call this the IRS and the Customs. Oh my goodness. Funny that it had to go to that. Let's go. Going down. So we're going down here. Further down. And there you go. Okay. Here it is. Tree slug. Need some protection. Creature's dead. Let's see here. What do we got? Huh? What's this? I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to cogitate. What? The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemies set against you. Yet, effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirred into motion, and they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. What? Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, and then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear. My calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9,785. That's a lot of math. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Also, I think she's cute. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Clahia, or Clahia. Oh, good God, I can't pronounce her name. Let's call her Clahia. A Melvan's Gate Assessor. Acting Guildmaster Thubergim elected me to oversee your training and had provided any necessary guidance and instructions in the field of Arcanima. Oh great, we got a mentor. Or supervisor. I don't know what to call this. Well, we have a senpai. Now, from what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? Is it the desire to outwit the enemy, the potential for amusement, or basically doing what is right, or doing what feels right. Knowing him, he wants to outwit his enemy. And yes, he does. Aha! Just as I predicted. And now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an Arcanist of note is 90%. Give or take 0.5%. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man himself who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I am sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty Arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanema. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress Thubergeim is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. And hey! Hello, Elk. You missed the first hour wherein we just did character creation and HUD fixing. You made it to the story, though. Glad to have you on. And right now we have Sigurd, who is now an Arcanist, with cute little Carbuncle. I don't know if I can name him something else, but we'll just call him Carbuncle. Unless you want to call him something else like Squishy or Tiny or Carby. Let's go back to the guild first. And in case you're wondering where we are in Limsa Luminsa. Well, specifically in the island of Vilbrand. And this is the province, I think, or the region of Eorzea. Specifically, Middle Eorzea. We kind of tackled on some lore also earlier. A little bit of explanation between what happened to 1.0 and 2.0. I'll explain that later, and if I could, before I end the stream, I might show that video again. I might show the opening movie so you can all enjoy that before we end it. Let's go first to the Arcanists Guild for now and see if we can sneak in one more quest. I think I'll end this one at around possibly 1 or 1:30. Just to make sure I have enough sleep so I can join tomorrow's workout. Plan to go to a workout session tomorrow. And hopefully I can also sneak in a few other things. But yeah. Also, if in case I might do this, and if you're enjoying this one and you want to see more quests and more shenanigans happen, I'm pondering about streaming on another day. Like a follow-up stream to this one. I'm still pondering on what date, if it's gonna be good on a Saturday or a Sunday. I'm still not sure, but I'm aiming for weekends for this one. Where's our guildmaster? Ah, here you are. Ah, Sigurd. Have you returned with the cargo? And there's our cargo. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. I also had word from Clyha Regarding your performance, she seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'd admit, but the guild can boast no finer maid for tactics. You would do well to heed the instruction she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach of our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome Clyha carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but is admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanema had led her to overlook other important aspects of life. Wait, she's a savant then. Understandable. As our master strategist guides you, Arcanist train. As our master strategist guides you, Arcanist training right now, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day. Continue your practice with Carbuncle as Cly has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. Understand? Okay, here we go. We're getting the robe. I'm gonna buy the hat somewhere. Ah, yes, here he is. Are you ready for an outfit change? I'm not sure if this is gonna work out. Wait. Actually, unequip that. That's not the one we're using. There. What do you think? Does this suit him? Let's also get a hat. Current eye level is 5. I think we need a hat. Collectible appraiser, build craft, craft supplier. That's just weapons. Let's go further. Around here, Battlecraft Supplier. Let's see if this is the one. Ah, here we are. Let's get some... How much is a hat? Nice. Nope, we're not getting the cowl. Already got the robe. We can skip the hands for now. I think some pants will do. And sandals. I think sandals will do. Here we go. Yep, this is where you get your stuff. Yeah, that'll do. For now. So I think the let's see here. There's stuff I can sell. Let's sell a few things. Oh, nice. Go. And let's get tights. There we go. Much more like it. Now let's warp back out. We're heading here, and we're heading to the farm. So there we go. Though to be honest, what I would actually need are glasses. Because the hat doesn't really suit him well. Then again, the clothing kind of limits us right now. So we'll have to go with what we have right at this point. Oh, wait a second. Let me just blast this thing. Nice. Leveled up. Transform you to red. Ruby, go! Shonk. And there we go. More XP. Yay. And nope. That's a downside. So one thing to watch out for when you're using an Arcanist or Summoner, watch out for the timer. If your timer runs out mid-cast, your spell fizzles. Good to know. There's our carbuncle. Look at him. Look at the squishy boy. He's jumping around. Ah, here we are. Farm. But before we do that, let's go. Let's attune to this thing. There we go. We've learned another spell. Teleport. So what this does is that setting up your Aetherites by attuning to them will give you teleport points and also areas where you can basically anchor yourself up so you can return to the town. This is what these two spells are for. If you can see the names teleport, it's the one with the silhouette of a person there, and then you see the Aetherite, the crystal one on the bottom. That's the return spell. So those two are going to be useful whenever you go. Ah, here we are. Stilward. Ah, it must be the adventurer Baderon promised to send along. Sigurd Chronosecht, was it? You honored his word, so that's a good start. I'm Stilward, the old bastard, as Baderon likely described me, and this here is my humble orchard. A good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas. If you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. What the calamity did for our ship, like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Myrtlewib initiated to get us landlocked buccaneers working the fields. Working the fields seemed too fine an offer to refuse. That one looked grumpy. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took the tendon to soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Sure, let's do that. Oh. I think I'll take that then. Altered boots. And just change the sandals into boots. There you go. That looks better. So what would he have us do now? Stilward, owner of Summerforward Farms, wishes to inspect your equipment and therefore gauge your readiness for the task he has in mind. Now, I have a mind to set you a task, but before I do, I need to make sure you're properly kitted out, Chronosecht. Pirates don't parley with dandies. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand? It might well be that the ones that have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're most suitably equipped. So we're gonna go with level 5 or higher, which we actually did already, considering what we use. Here. This. So we switched out our stuff. I think the only thing we haven't switched out here is the gloves. I think I might have to sell something first before doing that. Give me a sec. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see here. Anything you can sell? Pretty sure it's the sun. Nope, not enough. Unfortunately, not enough. Oh well. Be great to get these gloves, but or these. Or that. Doesn't matter. Let's go back up. I think our current gloves can cover this already. It gets the job done anyway, so we'll go with that. Let's have a look at you, shall we? Oh-ho! As long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an orderly lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you'll have a little trouble getting their attention. Oh, nice. So, comparing what we got right now. Comparison. It's pretty much the same thing, so no, we don't have to get that. Let's get this. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need cash. And there we go. Roll actions. And our first roll action in the game. Look here. It'll prove useful later. Ah, Chronosecht. That aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we met. I hope I've read you alright. For I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? Ooh. Lurkers in the grotto. We're gonna get some eye drops, some potions, and ethers. Let's see. Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You will have heard rumors of the abductions. Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa Luminsa as if plucked from the face of Heidelin, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure-tattooed faces have been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumor. They're the kidnappers of rumor come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and their work's suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. It is a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse for morning. Hey, Alex, is that wizard in Slytherin? Also, hi. And yeah, no, he's not exactly a wizard from Slytherin, no. He got a really cute pet, actually. A cute, plushy-like pet. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Of course he'd nod. Good lad. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look along Sisong Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though. I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? Well, here we go. Off. I see others are also using the cutesy little carbuncle. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this lad. Right here. See? Cute. And that one's gonna carry me all the way to level 90. Believe it. Okay, so our mission right now is to basically investigate a location here close to close to the area. So we're going down. And I think we're going somewhat southwest. Where is that grotto? At the moment, I'm going on foot because I don't have a mount. I don't have a chocobo. I don't have anything yet. We'll get to that, though, when we get there. Wait, where's the entrance? Ah, there it is. Go down. Further down. Quite quiet right now. Oh, there he is. Always keeping up. Oh. Let me clear these out real quick. Let's spam some ruin. I don't know if you call this Eldritch Blast or Magic Missile. It gets the job done. Tail swipe. There it is. Okay. In case you've seen this in the previous stream where I did the FF14 FF16 crossover, you might have seen this aura right here, this aurora. You know what we're up against now. We're gonna be up for a fight. Now you're about to enter an instance battle, and this only occurs during certain quests and missions. Yep, we're gonna fight. There you go. It's gonna be a special instance, and this one's gonna be a solo fight. And it's gonna sync us to level 9. Or rather, if you're high level, you'll be synced to level 9. Let's see if this works for us.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide.
Oh?
I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone.
Is it me or she looks cute?
Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms. I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark.
Oh, he's also investigating. Nice. Uh-oh.
Or perhaps not. As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Why does he have a tree branch? I don't know, but let's find out. Okay, we're gonna blast him. Go, Ruby. Firebolts. Ourselves first. Blast them again. There we go. Cleared. Nice. And the creature's down.
Phew!
What's this? Completely blue. Oh, hold up. What?
Hear, feel, think.
Star shower.
Crystal bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Yes, the ever constant theme of darkness and light struggling.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
There are others? Seems like it. This is trippy. Oof. And shiny.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Ooh. Oh. Of course he's down on the ground.
Awake again? Are we?
Got flashbanged.
Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought.
Gotta love their language here. The
See this
writing.
blade? I found it in the Gubu's back.
Whoa.
I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope.
Oh, it's a pirate's knife.
It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether?
I'm betting that's the case.
I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh!
Oh no. Did you realize something?
Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business.
Ooh.
The days ahead promise little rest, I fear.
Yep. It's gonna get busy from here.
May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Oh boy. That was something. Okay, let's leave these ghosts alone. Let's go. Oh yeah, in case anyone didn't realize, these are actually ghosts. Oh boy, I can feel the sleepiness already. And it's already 1 in the morning. I think after we conclude this quest, I think I'll end the stream here. And gauge if you would like to continue the story on another day. Of course, there's going to be a note that we will be doing this stream again next week. But I'm thinking if I should also do another stream aside from this. Like another stream day to get more FF14 out. Well, the reason why I'm trying to do that is because I'm not using the free trial. Instead, I'm using my main account here, which is why this thing has come to life easily. Makes the bookkeeping easier, but we are on borrowed time when we do that. So, just letting you know. If in case there's a moment when I don't stream Final Fantasy XIV, I might stream a different game, might possibly be another of our 2D games, just like Bloodstained or so. Or I might try a different JRPG, we'll find out. But you'll know when we're going to be coming back to the world of Eorzea. Anyway. Chronosecht. Right glad am I to see you safely returned. The lads were all gabbing about hearing what sounded like all 7 hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I fear I'd sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you'd risk your life for naught. Actually, we got this. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, huh? Aye, I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder. Chances are, they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and send a maddened gobo on you. Aye, the pirates have been added to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on their guard against these schemes. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Y'shtola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. All trust should be lacking is in those yeomen where trust... my tongue. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of the buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Chronosecht. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in a far worse state than it is. Just keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? That'll bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. Hey, nice. Can I be taking the potion? Okay. I think we'll stop here. For now. So we'll stop here. We're currently at level 8. And we are ready for the next course of the adventure. At some point, I think our next goal also would be to change his his outfit, and replace the hat with his glasses. I want him to wear glasses. Well, that will be all for now. But let's see. Would you like to see the opening movie, or we should like leave that to the VOD and open and check it out yourselves? I guess let's check that next time. Here. Now, before we end the stream, we just set this up real quick. Well, long day. So, here's a thing I'm trying to figure out right now. Sometime within this month is going to be a busy month for me. The next few weeks, I'm going to work on something behind the scenes. It's gonna increase in intensity that I'll have to focus on it more, and I might not be able to stream for the next few days. So what I'm pondering about is, once I come back, I might either return to this game, or we're going to return to Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, and try to get the other ending. But as for how soon we're going to get that stream, it might, worst case scenario, might have to do it sometime around May. But I'll try to see if I could stream more, or if I could still stream. If it's going to be shorter, or if it's going to be longer, it's most likely going to be on the weekends. The question now is, would you like me to stream on the weekends aside from Friday? Let's say I'm looking at either Saturday or Sunday, or would this kind of pace be just enough? I'll have this question raised and put on the community post, and I'll have you answer that on a poll and see if it works out for you. For now, let us take you on a different spot, shall we? Let's go back to my demi-plane real quick. Give me a moment. Well, looks like we're in for a rather interesting scenario today. That was a wonderful stream. It's crazy, but it was also worthwhile. So much so that a lot happened already. And by that, I'm beginning to think of what else we can do with this game. We're going to continue showing more of the story. I'd like to have you enjoy the story with me as much as possible. So we might actually continue with the stream next week. But I'd like to know if you want to have more streams of Final Fantasy XIV, like increase the number of days I'm going to be showing this game, or we're fine with this particular pacing. So we're going to have that poll sent up on the community tab. I'll have you know and have you check that out. But just in case that there will be no streams next week, I'm going to give you a heads up and let you know if in case that's the scenario, since I'm preparing for something rather important behind the scenes. Anyway, that's what we're going to have here. Thank you for joining me right now, and thank you for also keeping me company on the stream. And if in case you want me to start later or earlier, please let me know. Please let me know. Also leave a comment about that if in case we should do that. And also, not to forget that we're going to have more streams later. Aside from myself, there's two others. We can check out Elk's stream. He's been going with Final Fantasy Rebirth ever since the start of the month, and he's been going at it, and he might have more streams. He just recently started also Sea of Stars after finishing The Messenger. Apparently, he says Sea of Stars is the prequel to the series, so give it a shot. And I heard that our coconut-loving friend Sir Kek is going to be back again with more Stardew Valley. So keep an eye out on his stream, as it's going to be coming up, I think, sometime later today or tonight, something like that. Either way, check him out. Check them both out. I think there's going to be a co-op stream. I think a collab stream. Both of them is going to be showing up. I'll be most likely sitting in the chat as usual. Well, anyway, this is going to be a wonderful week. I think we're going to be up for another set of stuff. I'm going to be testing a few other things as well here with a different game. We're going to see if, in case you're going to be enjoying more JRPGs or more of the platformer stuff, platformer stuff, let me know. Or some crazy things going here and there. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. This particular stream is very insane, very crazy. Lots of testing and adjustment here and there, but I think we're gonna have more story, more quests, more gameplay on our next stream. If in case I'm gonna do another stream that's like a sudden surprise stream, I'll let you know. I'm gonna pass that link on. You'll be alerted right away if in case something like that crazy happens. Right now, the month of April is just turbulent. Lots of things happening. But anyway, this has been a wonderful time to play Final Fantasy XIV. Thank you very much for joining me in starting this journey in Eorzea. And we're going to have more adventures of that coming soon. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. And as we say, let the clock keep turning. Well, by the 12, may they watch you and may you walk in the light of the crystal. This is your Clockwork Wizard, Sigurd Chronosecht, saying adieu, and I'll see you again next time. Au revoir.